Hey guys, Max here.
Hi, David Azimi here.
Welcome to Coffee with David and Max. So how are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
Good.
How was your week?
It was good. I have been busy. I went to some listing appointments. You know what I find fascinating?
What?
Is people start to talk about stuff that they see on TV, like buy ugly homes and some discount brokers and that kind of stuff.
Hey, that's
And
so funny.
I think maybe it's a good time for us to kind of explain why we charge what we charge. We're considered full service brokers.
Exactly.
And maybe some of the differences that they wouldn't get from them that they get from us, so they can actually make an educated guess instead of being snowed with the different percentages, because it cannot be all about commission and cost when you sell your home.
Exactly.
So,
that's a great topic, Max, and I think you just hit it on by talking about
well,
it, you know?
So let me ask you, what do you do? You know, once you get to the contract and people agreed upon hiring you and they trust you and you have given them the information you need, what do you actually do to get the house ready for the market? And what does that cost? I know what it costs me, and I will help you out on my side, but what do you think?
Well, cost factor, once you get the listing and you sit down with your client and talk about the property, first thing is that, you want to stage the property.
Yeah.
And, staging is not cheap nowadays.
No,
it's not
no.
$500 or $1,000.
Well, if you go with a professional stager.
Exactly.
I mean, I have seen some of these clients, when we take some of these listings over, and you look at it and say, is this staged? Well, she came in and she rearranged my furniture. Well, that's not staging.
No, that's not.
Staging is when they come in with the truck and the furniture and their people, and they bring new pictures on the walls and accessories, and the house is staged.
They stage the bathroom, the rooms, the dining area, the kitchen. And what makes it so important is that, when you spend money, and this is, by the way, we don't charge our sellers to pay for this.
No.
It totally comes out of our pocket.
Yeah. No, we take the risk. I mean, I just staged a home last week here again in Livermore. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 stories. Cost me $3,800.
It's not cheap.
Out of my pocket. I got to write the check the moment the stager walks out the door. She asks me, here's your invoice, and pay it. I don't ask for that money back. That is money out of my pocket. So.
And more than, after the staging, you do the professional photos,
yes.
The drone and all that. That costs money too.
Oh, the drone itself, yeah. Just taking pictures with a drone runs me $400-500.
Exactly.
And then to get the whole picture portfolio, as I kind of call it, with the drone and all that stuff, I'm sometimes looking at $1,000 for that. So now you're
easy
$3,800. Then you're another $1,000 is $4,800, and then the next thing, now you got to go to print.
Right.
And what does that cost? These flashy brochures that we use. I mean, there got to be something said for a full service broker that truly market the property the way we all like to see it. And I truly believe that when you go work with those discount brokers, either the client pays for it themselves, they write checks, or they're going to do, well, let me remove your furniture around, and they're walking around with their muscles and moving it around. Well, that's a little bit different. So. And
another thing with these discount brokers, and this is not about just attacking the discount brokers.
No.
But the most important thing is that something has to give in on that listing presentation.
Yes.
If you're going to go with a discount broker, are they really doing the justice for you on your property?
Well, I guess the philosophy, and this is what I learned 20 years ago, and we still talk about that, is do you want to shop at Nordstrom, where people will come up to you, hey, may I help you, and you need a different size, and can I get it for you? And they truly help you, they advise you, and they show you, whatever it is you're buying. Or do you want to be in Walmart, with all the respect, largest retailer in the world, but do you want to shop there on your own, in empty shelves often, can't find it, ask someone. If you can find someone, you have to go to the register, ask them, and then they probably will say, oh, I don't know.
Correct.
Those are choices. And then at the end of the day, what I find interesting is if I truly run numbers, if I compare apples with apples, you and I and our fellow full-service brokers, we're not the only two out there that are good, but if we look at what they get in sales price for the home compared to the discount broker, we always win.
We do.
We always win. I would say we win 99% of the time.
We attract the buyers. We attract the home. We make sure that when the buyers walk in, they fall in love with the property.
Well, we sell the home.
We sell the home.
That's the difference. We don't just list the home.
We sell the home.
We sell the home. And then people say to me, Max, you're a real sales guy. Hell yeah.
Yes.
I am in sales. That's what my clients expect me to do. They expect me to sell the
That's
home. So I, I think there's probably room for discount brokers for a specific property. But at the end of the day, if you want to get more money for your home, it's just like, when you go bring your car and you want to buy a new car.
Right.
Are you going to wash your car or not? Well,
Correct.
I do. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to make sure it looks the very best it can. So when I
Take
get
top dollars for it.
That's right. Well, and then when you deal with your largest investment, wouldn't you want to look the very best?
Right.
So we pressure wash the house, we pressure wash walkways. I mean, we do the whole.
We doll up the house.
We doll up
At
the
the end
house.
of the day, it all costs money, and this is not on top for the seller to pay for. We take care of all this.
My average list cost, because I got to look at that stuff. My average list cost is $6,500. Average.
Average.
I spent $6,500 to get a home ready on the market, not knowing
That
if I'm going to get that back.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if we don't sell it, we get nothing. So
Right.
I got to be able to put my money where my mouth is.
Right.
And I don't think that's what those people are willing to do. And also they can't, because they don't make enough money on the house to do that. So sometimes why do people charge what they charge? It's because this is what you get, and these are the risks that we take. And forget all the insurances that we have and all the really important stuff behind the scenes. This is what they see, and that's on an average $6,500. You want to sell your home with me? It's going to cost me $6,500 before I see any money.
And another thing I want to talk to the audience that are watching the show is that at the end of the day, by hiring us or working with non-discount brokers, at the end of the day, when we sell their property, our seller makes 94% versus making 93% and not getting top dollar
Sure.
for their homes.
Well, and that's what it is. If you pay a little bit more commission, but you get thousands of dollars more in your sales price, who wins?
Seller wins.
That's right. So,
And we win at the end of the day.
but then you have these buyers. Let's turn it around.
Right.
And now you start talking about people that call me. I had it the other day. They just called me right out of the blue, and they say to me, "Hey Max, I found this home online. If you buy it from me, how much are you going to give me back?"
Oh my God, that's such a...
But I was caught off guard. I didn't understand what he meant. So I said, "Give you back of what?" He said, "Commission." And my response was, "You don't pay me a commission, because I work for free for the buyers.
Right.
The buyers don't pay me a penny. I do everything I do, run comparatives, make sure the inspections are done, review the inspections, and then advise accordingly.
Correct.
Negotiate probably better than my fellow agents can do, and make sure that when my client buys the property, it's actually theirs, and they're not having Joe Schmo walk in. I do this for free. I don't charge a penny. Nobody gets any money for that, period. So, and he said, "Well, no, it comes out of his price." And that's when I tried to explain to them, no, first of all, my broker is the one that gets paid, and I
Right.
get paid to my broker, and I'm not negotiating my paycheck with someone that I've never met on the phone. I will negotiate my paycheck with my broker. And then the second of all is, the broker gets paid by the listing agent.
Exactly.
They don't get paid by the buyer.
Well, I think buyers always want to get something back for obviously going through.
But then, then the same thing
yeah.
again. Are you as a buyer expecting your agent to be at the inspections? Are you as a buyer expecting your agent to review all the disclosures and make sure that there are no major components on this house that are a problem? Like the other day, we had a crack in the foundation, and it was just kind of hidden there all the way in there, and it said chimney. They disclosed everything on the house other than chimney was unknown. Well, isn't that interesting? You know everything about your house, except you didn't know the chimney condition. So, when you say chimney unknown, I want to inspect the chimney.
Right.
So we bought the property, agent on the other end, Max, you buy as is? Of course we buy as is, we always do. But at the end of the day, we did a chimney inspection. Now, lo and behold, the chimney was fine. It was a $250 repair. But another agent probably wouldn't have picked up on that, because they don't get paid to pick up on that. If I got to work for nothing, I'm probably much less motivated in doing a good job than
Yes.
someone that makes a decent living. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed for the money I make. I work really hard for my clients, and I make sure that what they buy is what they wanted to buy, whatever that is.
Correct.
So it's an interesting business model. It doesn't work for me. I'm a full-service broker, but I know there's people out there that do it, and I wish them well with it.
It doesn't work for me either, but this is a great topic today.
Yeah, it's good.
Maxie, I think we hope you guys liked it.
Well, it's a can of worms. We'll see what the response is. And, as clients or as agents, if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Go to our website and can leave some comments there. And
And another thing is, if you guys are looking to list or sell, and you want some information from myself or Max, you could reach us at the numbers below, or shoot us a quick email. We'll come and see you, sit down, and go from there.
and again, great shout out to Calcos for sponsoring us. Thank you, Calcos. We appreciate you.
Calcos, great lender.
All right, guys. We'll see you at the next one.
Catch you on the next show.